Hey guys, Minecraft 11 here, and today I'm going to show you guys the tornado mod in Minecraft. And if you want this mod, the link will be in the description. And so what you can do in this mod is you could spawn tornadoes with the tornado gun and the worm gun. And so what the tornado gun, what you can do with it is when you right click, you spawn a tornado, and it picks up all the dirt blocks, sand blocks, and leaves off trees, and also picks animals up off the ground and makes them fly around. And then after a couple of minutes, everything just falls to the ground. Well, not everything, but the tornado whips stuff around and it hits stuff, but it cannot hurt you. So I don't think that's a big problem. But so what you could do also with the worm gun is you could right click it, and the worm gun spawns basically a worm made out of fire, and it floats around and does weird stuff. So I'm gonna spawn a worm, or just one worm, and so as you see, the worm is like just floating around and looking weird and climbing up stuff. So what I do with the worm gun is I spawn some worms, around like 10, and then I spawned a tornado, and then the tornado takes the worm and it whips the fire around, and once the fire falls to the ground, there's a huge ring around where the fire fell. So it looks pretty cool. And after a couple seconds, maybe 30, not sure, is that it starts everything on fire, and the tree is starting on fire. So I'm gonna spawn some worms, and I'm gonna start the tornado up. And so I'm gonna spawn some, and then here goes the tornado, and the tornado takes all the animals really, really high above the clouds. And as you can see, I built some houses over here, but they're not really the best, and everything's floating around. And then the tornado appeared over there for some reason. That was kind of weird. But see, the fire just flew around into the water, and everything's getting destroyed, and this tree just is buried in sand and dirt, and there's also squids that also appear, which is kind of weird. And so when this tornado falls or stops, you'll know about it on the left, which says 295, but usually it's around 800, which I think is how the tornado works. Not sure, but I guess this tornado is kind of weird because it's the only, well, these are only things floating around, and that's gonna float until they fall down. So they're gonna fall down right now, and they're all in the water. But I'm gonna show you guys, and it's getting really laggy. So I'm gonna go over here, and this is what happens is that if you make a house out of either dirt, which I don't really suggest doing, so if you want this mod, then it's gonna probably, if you mess up, and the tornado is gonna go in a different area, but I'm pretty sure that it goes in one area straight like that. And so as you can see, the tornado is going into these houses. It's picking up the blocks, and I'm pretty sure that it does not take wood, so it's gonna keep on going, and we're gonna wait. And we're getting closer to the dirt house. Yes, almost there. And there you go. See, the dirt house is already gone, and the wood house is still standing, and everything's floating around, and fires are starting, and disasters happening. So yeah, it's a pretty cool mod. If you want it, then you can. It's pretty easy to download. I thought it was gonna be pretty hard to download, but yeah. So this is basically just to have fun and watch tons of destruction, just like this. What happened to that little teeny island? Not really an island since it's connected to that land, but yeah. So everything falls down, and then the animals get crushed down here. See, there's an ink sac, wool, and some other stuff. But so yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and see ya.